Let's just summarize the differences between derivative and integral. Derivative gives us the slope, whereas integral gives us the sum or the area under the graph. Okay. So we learned that velocity is the derivative of position, whereas position is the integral of velocity. So we can see that kind of integral is opposite of derivative and derivative is opposite of integral. Acceleration is the derivative of velocity and velocity is the integral of acceleration. We need to remember that we are going to get instantaneous values when we find the functions for these physical quantities, because they will be found as the functions of time, so we can substitute the value of time and get the instantaneous values. Let's just recall that average velocity is given as delta x over delta t, whereas instantaneous velocity is given as dx over dt. Average acceleration is given as delta v over delta t, whereas instantaneous acceleration is given as dv over dt. And one of the basic formulas for derivative is dxn over dx is n xn minus 1, whereas for integral, one of the basic formulas is xn. When you do the integral of it, x to the power of n, then it will become x to the power of n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. These are some of the basic formulas for integral. There are many other formulas which we will learn as we proceed with the course. Now let's solve one problem based on integral. Here we have been given the velocity function and is asking for total distance which the object travels between 1 second and 2 seconds. So we do the integral because we know that to find the position we have to do the integral of the velocity. So position function will be integral of velocity v dt plus c, where c is a constant. So we put the function for velocity and then we apply the formula for integral and we get x as t to the power of 4 plus t to the power of 2 plus c. Just a quick recall of the formula for integral. We know that xn dx is x to the power of n plus 1 over n plus 1. That's the formula which we are using. Now, so we have got position as a function of time. Now we have got two times given here, 2 instants of time given here, 1 second and 2 seconds. We can substitute and get the value for each one of them separately. So this is kind of final and initial position. We want to find out the displacement or distance. So we will do delta x and we will find the difference between the two positions. So we can see that when we subtract x2 and x1, we are going to get 20 plus c minus 2 plus c. C and c will get cancelled because it's the same constant, and we are left with 18 meter. We can do the same problem without the constant. So here I am going to use integral with limits. So it's the same thing, but now the integral sign, you can see that we are putting the limits. This is the lower limit and this is the upper limit. So we proceed and we substitute the function and we do the integral. So we can see that the integral of 40 to the power of 3 will become 40 to the power of 4 divided by 4, and 2t will become 2t to the power of 2 divided by 2. So that's the function which we get after integrating. Okay, and we keep the limits as it is, 1 and 2. 1 is the lower limit and 2 is the upper limit. Now we have to simplify. We can cancel out 4 and 2 and we have to apply the limits. So this is the upper limit, which is 2. We apply the upper limits, so it becomes 2 to the power of 4 plus 2 to the power of 2. So it's upper limit minus lower limit. So first we apply the upper limit and then we apply the lower limit. After applying the limits, we can solve and we get the same answer, which is 18 meter.